Time for us to get interactive now on Daybreak, and we're going to talk about the issue that has grabbed the nation's attention for the past 5 days and counting. And we're talking about the new electricity tariff regime that has been announced by the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission this past week, announcing a 240% increase in the cost of electricity. But more importantly, they have categorized and classified how this new regime is going to work, mainly affecting customers who are on the Band A classification of end users who supposedly get 20 hours plus of electricity in a day. Don't know who they are, but somehow I believe they do exist. So let's talk about some of the issues now and what you make, because when the minister during that press briefing last week was trying to explain why this decision, this red pill had to be taken, Sumaya, he was for the most part, criticizing Nigerians about, first of all, our lack of acceptance for this new regime, even though he said this is the only thing that makes business sense, that investors are not going to put in their money if they know that they cannot, get value for their money or get interest or get profit, whatever it is. He talked a lot about liquidity and how there are so many challenges for this sector as it is currently to continue to operate and thrive. Just a couple of days later, he also, while attending a summit, clarified on some of these issues. So before we open the phone lines, let's just listen in to some of the thoughts of the Minister of Power, Mr. Adelabu, Chief Adelabu, as he tries to clarify more about why this particular position of the federal government is what is needed for the power sector.
Sector used to be on the exclusive legislative list of the National Assembly, whereby it was only the federal government that could invest and play in the power sector, whether it's generation, whether it's transmission or distribution. It was only one NEPA that we had. It was only one ECN, one NEPA, one PXCN. Those are structural issues that we believe that it must be a decentralized sector. And Mr. President has made our job so easy by signing into law the Electricity Act of 2023 that has unbundled all the segments in the sector and that has allowed the subnational government, both the state and local government, to play in the sector. That's also allowing the private sector to come in and play in the sector. Those are the issues that we are addressing that have not been addressed in the past. So decentralization is a major issue and we are achieving it. The consumer protection issue, we have said it that service level agreement is a covenant. If we say we are giving you 20 hours for paying 225 naira per kilowatt hour, that 20 hours must not be less than 20 hours. If it is less than 20 hours, there must be sanctions. There must be consequence management.
All right. Ending on a very important note, that if you don't get 20 hours of electricity, there will be sanctions. Very interesting point to end that particular soundbite there. But he said a lot more about how Nigerians are misusing power and complaining while they're not actually paying cost-reflective prices for the little power that we get, even though there are so many other challenges that needed to be addressed first before going ahead with this particular new tariff.
He also blamed Nigerians for mismanagement of light, saying you just turn off all your appliances at home, when even
if
though
we
you
see
don't
the
really
light,
need them.
I think he can make that argument, but more often than not, most households don't see it.
Exactly.
And that's why sometimes people leave their refrigerators on. I mean, we've had businesses who have lost so many of their goods because of the grid collapse that we've experienced 3 or 4 times this year alone. And that track record continues to just cloud the entire industry itself. We still are struggling with 3,000 to 4,000 megawatts for the past 2 decades. No increment in that area. However, the tariff has been increased time without number over and over again. And we're still dealing with estimated billing, by the way. So there is also that to consider. So let's open up the phone lines and have you contribute to this particular discussion. It is a conversation that continues to evolve, that continues to snowball as we hear more and more of the opinions of the people in power about why this is necessary, irrespective of the hardship that is currently being experienced by millions of Nigerians, who they say, by the way, for the most part, will not be affected by this new tariff hike. So I don't know whether you're in Band A, Sumaya, but can you clarify the nature of the power supply you get?
Okay, yes. I thought you were going to say I should clarify if I'm in Band A or B. How am I supposed to do that?
Do you get 20 hours of power a day?
Of course not. Of course not. I mean, in Nigeria, to some of us, it's even impossible. People are barely, hoping for about 2 hours at least to just power off, especially their fridges and deep freezers to just hold on to their items. Now, I talk from a point of a wife. Women in the house have lost a lot of their food because of the lack of power or even epileptic power, and there is always a drama. In my area recently, people have been putting a huge amount of money to fix a transformer, which should not even be our own work to do. But situations like this are honestly really disheartening. All right, we have a first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Your name and location, please.
Yes, my name's Prince Andong. I'm calling from Plateau State.
It's good to have you from
Thank you so much for coming.
Please tune down the volume of your TV and go ahead with your thoughts. Are you still with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, go ahead with your thoughts.
This issue of this party, I think it's a scam to Nigerians. Because as a matter of fact, they should not tell Nigerians that they are about to increase tariff while we have not seen the real product. But demonstrate to us that you can supply power within just minimum of just, let's say, 18 hours before we begin to talk of any kind of tariff increment. You've increased tariff within the span of 4-5 times within 2-3 years, and nothing to show. You keep telling us that you want to increase tariff. You have a guarantee for 20 hours. We're not saying just 10 hours, you're talking about 20 hours. How can Nigerians believe what they're telling us? We're tired of all this scam.
Yeah. Prince, how many hours do you get in a day of power supply?
All right, I think we lost Prince on that one. But then,
because it is important to situate it so that people know whether they're affected or not. But also, from what we're seeing from the discourse is that, they're trying to identify all the areas that will be captured by this new tariff. Hello, good morning. It looks like we have someone on the line. Hello? Okay, yeah, so try again. Try calling back. The numbers are showing on your TV screen. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
We lost that caller. Please go ahead, share your thoughts. Let's hear what's happening in your area.
Try giving it another go.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Please turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, just turn down the volume of your TV set, please, and state your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Honorable Adelabu. I'm from Benue State.
Thank you, Honorable, for calling. Go ahead.
Yes. Increasing tariff, or hiking it rather, at this time, is not even an issue. The problem is how many people will pay. This government's policies are very, very nice. But what I envisage is that, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Honorable. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, the government did not first of all consider the common people. If you want to increase such, you give job to people.
so that when such policies are implemented, nobody will complain. But the situation where there are no jobs, situation where people are not properly mobilized, the situation where people are not cared for, then what do you expect from them? Even when the government is doing things that are very good and necessary for the people, they will be complaining, and they're right. Now, when you look at the power supply in my area now, they will give us light, like 30 minutes light will go off for so long a time without us seeing light again. So I wonder what is happening exactly. So for the government to actualize these policies, there must have been massive employment so that people will be committed. You are doing something. There are business people. If government could empower them business-wise, so that they will have something to boost up their businesses, that would be very, very good. So that when such issues come up, there will be no need of complaining. So to me, I think the problem is from the government. Let government mobilize people very well. Let government give us jobs. Let government give us grants so that people will be busy. And then when there is money, you pay your NEPA, you pay your whatever. But in the case where it is not like that, I think it will be very difficult, and every day will be complaining.
Yeah.
That is my take.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for your take on this one. I appreciate you for calling. Yeah, it's so true.
But the government have been echoing, though. They have been echoing the fact that they cannot provide jobs for everyone.
Sumaya, is not right
at this point
for an increase, even though that is what the sector needs, a cost-reflective tariff, because it is supposed to run as a business. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Today.
How are you doing? What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm good. I'm from Kogi State. I'm by name Zara.
Turn down the volume of your TV. We can't really hear you, and speak louder.
Okay, I'll call back.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you fine. Just need you to speak up a little bit. Hello?
All right, we lost her. Please go ahead.
You chased her away.
I was getting so excited.
You chased her away. It was almost as if your baby was calling us on the program. I don't know why she gets a special treatment just because she's a woman.
Yes, I mean.
But anyway, call back Zara, I think. Yeah, we'd love to.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program. State your name, please, and where you're calling from.
Thank you, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
My name is Eche Omale.
Engineer Emmanuel.
Eche Omale.
Oh, Ese Omale. Where are you calling from, Ese?
From Benue State.
Go ahead.
From Benue State.
Yes, yeah, go ahead with your contribution.
Yes, sir. The government's policy at this actual time is wrong.
Why do you say so?
It is wrong because people are suffering.
Please turn down the volume of your TV set and just go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, they are suffering so much that the effect of the fuel subsidy has not gone down yet. Everybody is suffering. There is food hike. There is transport hike. Everything is high. People are suffering. The timing is wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
The timing is wrong. They should at least, the fuel subsidy issue has not been dealt with yet. And people are grumbling, they are grumbling. This is the most unfriendly government to the people.
Yeah, okay. Ese, I think we get the gist of your point, and to some degree, I think many Nigerians will agree with this particular position. Is the shock value of it, right? You know, we talk about dosage in medicine, for instance. You have a headache, you have a particular prescription. That medication, if you overdose on it, guess what? It's going to have a counterproductive on your health. So you remove subsidy on fuel, and you remove subsidy. It's going to have a counterproductive effect on the people. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the program. State your name, please, and your location. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program. State your name, please, and your location.
My name is Minister Adebayo. I'm calling from Taraba State.
Musa from Kwara, right?
No, from Taraba State. From
Taraba, okay. Musa from Taraba, thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. I really want to appreciate this your program, and what the last comment, the last person that spoke. Yes, this policy that government bringing, in fact, is a nice policy because it helps a lot of people. But you see, in some places, the electricity is not all that enough to people. And the most that we pay, sometimes the NEPA is not, the current is very, very strong. It's very, very low, I mean to say.
Yeah.
So that's my take-off.
Okay. Thank you so much, Musa, for joining the conversation. And like I said, this is like an echo chamber where most Nigerians are going to be saying the same thing, and we're going to hear the same thing over and over again. Interestingly, when the minister was talking at that press briefing and the subsequent energy summit that he attended here in Abuja, he was talking about the stakeholders that were involved in the deliberation process, in all of that. They've carried out the diagnosis.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program. What's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
I'm Lawal from Adeja.
You're Lawal from?
Hadeja,
Jigawa State.
Okay, how is Hadeja this morning, Lawal?
So we are fine, we are cool.
Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead.
See, my dear brother, see, this country is only God can save us.
Lawal, can you do me a favor and turn down the volume of your TV set, please?
I've turned down the volume of my TV set.
Okay, go ahead, Lawal.
We can really hear you, hear ourselves through your phone. And you're waiting for us to reply you through the TV, so there will be a bit of a delay. So just talk to us through your phone, please. Are you still with us, Lawal? All right, we lost Lawal. Please, as you're calling us, stay away from your TV set or tone down the volume so that we can hear you.
Hello?
Okay, yes, Lawal, it's good to have you back. Please, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. You see, this is our government. As I'm saying, it's only God can save us.
How so?
Tinubu, when he was the governor of Lagos State, he used policy to finish us in Lagos State then. Now, he started again with federal level. See the subsidy, see everything. I don't know, maybe these people are going to market. Because they cannot go to market because they are big people. Do you know how much they are selling right now? They are telling us now, so they now increase electricity. Where are we going?
But Lawal, just to ask you, a quick question. How much power supply do you get in a day? How many hours would you say you get in a day?
No light, me. No light, my dear brother. No light.
Right.
No light. Waiting. No light, my dear brother.
So what if the minister says, I mean, based on their own position, that you're not going to be affected by this, right? Because you don't get enough power supply for this tariff to affect you. What do you say to that?
In this Nigeria, the NEPA people will not be lost. A place that you see there is wire. connected. NEPA people will bring you NEPA bill there. What are you telling me? I will not Nigeria. What are you saying? Akpabio, are they using light? Are they not using light? There is standby generator for them, so they will not feel the pain of people. They don't know what is on ground for people. So that is it, my dear brother. May God bless us. So you are doing the job, good job.
Thank you very much, Lawal. I appreciate you for calling in all the way from Hadejia.
I felt Lawal's frustration pushing.
Yeah. But you were laughing at his frustration, so I don't know how you can relate to it.
It was just the way he was saying it.
Yeah, it's a rather dramatic one, but also it's something that is very important to note. Hello, good morning.
Very important.
Hello, good morning.
Please turn down the volume of your TV.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program. State your name, please, and your location, and please do me a favor, turn down the volume of your TV set.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'm calling from Borno State area.
Okay.
Actually, sir, permit me to say that this government is wicked. You know, why did I say like this? We in Borno now, we are talking about, we are now battling with the insecurity, you know, all this food crisis here and there, nothing that is going on properly, nothing, masses are suffering, all this hiking everywhere, food crisis everywhere, there's no money to buy food, talk less of electricity. How many villages, how many people are even enjoying the electricity? So please, Nigeria should do us favor. Because we are suffering too much, security and food security and all these kind of things. So in this country, in fact, we don't know. It's like we want to carry ourselves out of this country. We are even tired of this of this government. So please, I beg Nigeria that what they were doing, they are not doing right to the government. They are not doing right to the masses. If really they love the masses now, they have to at least have mercy on the people. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for joining the conversation.
We can. He said we'll take ourselves out of this country and go where you have to come back and build Nigeria.
So just a few points there. I remember the president's comments when he was the candidate of the APC about letting the people breathe.
Yeah.
During that whole MFLA implementation of the Naira design policy, and this is what the people are talking about. We're overdosing on these reforms.
Indeed.
They're all happening at the same time.
Good morning.
And it's just too much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Maiduguri.
State your name, please.
Alaji Ibrahim is the name.
Alaji Ibrahim from Maiduguri. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, from Maiduguri. You know, I don't know what is happening in this country, because I don't know whether we have been cut off as part of Nigeria. Because of this vandalization of this insurgency, whatever you call them. You know, fighting insurgency is a continuous process. Not an issue of when you fight once and then you go back and relax. If they vandalize, you go and repair, vandalize again, you have to go and repair. It's just like saving the lives of people. We have been caught up with this national grief for long. What is happening? Is the Minister of Power not aware? Or has there not been any complaint about Borno State in general? So please, let them take action about this thing.
Right. And I completely agree with you, Ibrahim. Thank you so much, Alaji Ibrahim, for calling in. There are so many people that have been cut off. And in this particular clip, the minister was talking about some of these hydro projects that, got me scratching my head about, their performance, some of them producing X amount. And he was mentioning plans and how they intend to really generate a lot more and address all the gaps. But until you do that, until you regain public confidence, Nigerians are going to feel this way about every other reform or policy because they've been taken for granted for so long. And they have no reason to believe that this time around things are about to change.
Just like the first call I made mention, there is that fear also of the misappropriation of, this particular money that would be put into that will be charged, that Nigerians would be charged for. And there is this ideology. People are thinking people in Band A are only the elites. But we know there are villages that get about 20 hours of power supply.
But we also have companies, and that's why we're going to talk about the impact of, the direct or an indirect impact, right? So the indirect impact is if you own a business, then you get say for instance you're in manufacturing or you're in some sort of production or service provision for that matter, you get 20 hours plus electricity. You're getting extra charges now because of the tariff, right? Guess what that business is going to do? They're going to transfer that cost on their customers.
Indeed.
So whether I'm on band A or not, if I'm going to require their service or if I'm going to buy their product, I'm going to have to pay more. So indirectly, it is affecting me. So the whole idea that only band A will be impacted is not necessarily going to do it for a lot of people who would be one way or the other affected by this new tariff hike.
This would definitely give reasons for opportunists, who are selfish to also extort money from people and use it as an excuse, just like we're using the fluctuation of the naira.
Plus
and
where are the meters?
Subsidy.
Where are the meters?
I mean, we have to start there.
Because
the metering.
For me, if you don't get the metering things sorted out, rather significantly, if we're not talking about 80%, 90% enrollment or metered customers, then whatever it is that we're trying to achieve with these reforms will not work as long as we still use estimated billing system to charge customers at the end of the day. Right, that's all the time we have for your calls and for your take. And as dramatic as they were, we really do appreciate you for calling in and for sharing your thoughts on this one. We'll have a lot more in-depth conversation on this and many other sectoral conversations around Nigeria's power sector in just a moment